But we're back now with Robin in Berlin for Special Olympics World Games. And Robin, we've been seeing that bike tour this morning. Now we want to see the whole thing.
Oh my gosh, I had so much fun. You know, biking is the way to get around here in Berlin. And as a visitor, it is the best way to see this very cool, vibrant, and historic city. Berlin's bustling culture makes Germany's capital one of the most captivating melting pots in the world.
Berlin is like nowhere else in the world.
And with its eclectic architecture and expansive bike paths, Berlin's considered a true cycling hub. How has this become such a biker-friendly city?
Well, for one, Berlin is extremely flat. Our streets are pretty wide. I mean, it's basically the quickest way to get around in the inner city.
Cycling, a main mode of transit.
For me, cycling is freedom. I can go wherever I want, whenever I want.
Like for Sasha, who's a tour guide with Berlin on Bike.
It's almost the best thing I can imagine, riding through Berlin with the wind in my hair.
So when in Berlin, you do as Berliners do. So you ready to go?
Yeah, of course.
Let's go. Hopping on two wheels with Sasha and my team to absorb all the city has to offer.
As you see, the Opera House, they just recently renovated it, and it now even sounds great.
This is a great way to see Berlin. It really is.
And you picked the perfect day.
I hear there are more museums and rainy days in Berlin.
There's definitely a lot of museums. On the left side, that's the start of Museums Island. And it's 5 of Germany's biggest museums.
Love this. This is really cool, Sasha. This is really cool.
We're coming up on the landmark everyone connects with Berlin. Obviously, the TV tower.
In New Zealand, where we were, they had a similar tower, and I jumped from it. This is one tower I'm not jumping.
In a second, we'll be riding over Alexanderplatz. Probably the famous plaza in all of Berlin, and definitely one of the busiest. And in a little bit, we'll be coming up on East Side Gallery.
Oh, wow, there it is. Taking it all in as we approach our final stop, the East Side Gallery. That's pretty powerful. This is where the historic Berlin Wall once stood tall. To see the wall for the first time? Wow. It's art rediscovering Berlin's rich and complex history of a city once divided. Beautiful. Meeting us there, Margaret Hunter.
That is the wall. You know, that is unique. It's unique from 1990.
One of the artists who painted on the wall in the aftermath of it being torn down over 30 years ago. What is it like for you to come back and to see your art again?
Well, it's amazing because a lot of us didn't feel that it would be kept. We thought it will be pulled down because while we were working on the paintings, the wall was being pulled down all around us.
Its remnants making a statement of its own. Margaret's art titled Hands, the only piece here that hasn't been repainted.
It's really the only original work from 1990, and it was decided to keep it as such so that there was at least one piece that was this age.
What do you think this stands for, symbolizes to this day?
I think it's heritage. You don't ever get the idea of a wall with paintings like this. You know, this is where a lot of people tried to clamber over, and so many people died trying to do that.
It is so important to know your history, is it not?
It is. It's something to pass on to others, to the younger generation, and that's what this is about here. It was truly something to see the Berlin Wall for the first time. You know, when it was standing, it divided the city. Now living on as art and history. It really gives you a picture of what this city is all about. And this city's message of unity is why it is the perfect place for Special Olympics World Games, uniting people with different challenges from all around the world in this inclusive, celebratory way. And that is truly what it's all about, guys. So it has been a pleasure to be here in Berlin. And Michael, what was that text you sent me about a certain food you wanted me to try?
Oh, you told me you were going to dinner. I said, have a bratwurst or something, but that's more like a little lunch. Have a Venus schnitzel.
lunchtime. It is
Cordon
lunchtime
bleu,
here,
have something
Michael,
like that
so
for
I-
dinner, Robin.
I love hearing Michael's
there
German
you
accent.
go. I would ask you to
Come
bring.
on.
I would ask you to bring one back, but I don't think I'll want it by the time it gets here. But thank you for thinking
It's
of
not
me,
going to
Robin.
make it back. Not going to make it back.
Looks good. Well,
Looks like a
enjoy.
good lunch right there.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.